Hi there, Gemini. I hope you guys are doing well. Let's go ahead and get into your reading for the last bit of January 2019. Show me energies present for the sign of Gemini. What I'm going to do is go ahead and get into the Whispers of Love Oracle deck, and we're going to see what they have to say for you. What is it? Marcel, get your hand out of my water. What is the... Marcel, stop. What is the energy for the sign of Gemini, please? What is the energy for this? Okay. Look into your inner strength. You are stronger than you realize. Yeah. Marcel says, yeah. Yeah, bitch, yeah. Look into your inner strength. You are stronger than you realize. According to the reading I gave last time, a lot of you were resonating with that reading, so I don't know if this energy is being presented so you can take solace in that, so you can be reminded to look into your inner strength. You are stronger than you realize. Some of you may have a lot to be dealing with right now, so let's go ahead and pull some cards and see which energy is presented here, okay? First card out, you have the Wheel of Fortune in reverse. That can be a card of stagnation. It can be a card of losing out, sometimes bad luck. It can be a card of cycles that have been ongoing, being reversed, being let go of. Yeah, there's a lot going on with that card. Let's continue here. Show me more energy for Gemini, please. You have the Five of Pentacles in reverse. It's a good card. That often, I mean, they're all good, but that can talk about basically when we are choosing to look at the opportunities that we do have instead of dwelling on what's empty, what's negative, what's lacking luster in our life. It's a card of coming back in when somebody has released us, somebody coming back, wanting to be presented back again. Now you have the World coming here in reverse. So far, everybody in reverse. This is energy with the World in reverse where we are having an energy that's not releasing, it's not letting go. It can talk about people coming back, a lack of closure in a situation, somebody having unfinished business with another person. Might be a situation where somebody does come back. That might be an issue here, especially if you're dealing with somebody that's been problematic. Okay. Okay. So here you have the Five of Swords popping out sideways. I'm going to leave it sideways. The energies, you have three cards coming out here. You have the King of Swords. You have the Queen of Swords. They're back to back. They're not facing each other. They're not looking at each other. Then you're having Strength come out with that. Okay. Here, I'm going to put this card down here. I'm going to put this Five of Swords here. Basically, what this energy is telling me is that there is a lack of communication between you and another potential air sign, Aquarius, Libra, Gemini. But Gemini, what it's telling me here is that there's a lack of communication. There's a lack of healthy communication between the two of you. There's already been a separation here, but there's a potential for somebody to come back and communicate, or the fight is not over. This thing isn't over, it feels like. And when I say the fight isn't over, I feel that somebody has been unjust with another person. It could very well be both of you being unjust with each other, fighting for no cause. Oh, not no cause. I mean, there's always an issue with, you know, for reasoning for fighting. Not always, but a lot of the time. The Five of Swords denotes an energy where we are playing with a mind player, you know, somebody who plays with your mind, your emotions, somebody who's dishonest, somebody who, you know, what is that saying? They win the battle but lose the war. Like, they're just there to fight, to be argumentative, problematic. There's a necessity here with this Strength card to really be able to communicate effectively. You know, take some time out. If you need to literally take times out, that's probably healthy, okay? With this World card in reverse as the center of the energy here, this is telling me that this is not over. The problems are going to continue here if you don't find a way to communicate about them effectively. Look to your inner strength. You are stronger than you realize. It feels like the energy is going to be persistent for you. Okay, so let's go ahead and get some cards out here for you, Gemini. Show me here, we're going to clarify. Show me the Wheel of Reverse, or the Wheel of Fortune in reverse for Gemini. Show me the Wheel of Fortune in reverse for Gemini, please. Show me the Wheel of Fortune in reverse for Gemini. So you have the Lovers in reverse. So this has been a very difficult decision. You have a separation here, the communication about a separation with a person. You may have already been separated here. It feels like that's already the case. You have the Five of Pentacles coming out on the bottom of the deck with the Five of Pentacles in reverse. So it's almost as if like this is the energy from the past where it's being presented again, just to highlight the situation for you. The Lovers in reverse is where we are choosing something over a person. It could be a person over a person. It could be, I just don't see you in my life and I have to let you go and I'm sorry, goodbye, you know, or I really love you, this isn't going to work for me, goodbye. However that was, it could have been deceptive, it could have been whatever, but there's a separation here and now it feels like the energy wants to at least communicate or be on the same page about something. And it feels like one of you has already put this to rest, or you thought you put it to rest, but it was not truly put to rest because there's unsaid business here. There's unfinished stuff between you two, and you can't skirt it under the rug. So for the Five of Pentacles coming out in reverse, you have the Seven of Swords. Seven of Swords, Five of Swords. So I feel like whomever did shitty shit business here, whoever was deceptive, dishonest, who cheated, they got caught and it caused the situation to end. But the situation's not ended. There's something about this situation that is not ended here, okay? There's a necessity for it to end, but it seems like you're not letting it go. You're not letting that close down here. Show me the World in reverse here. Yeah, it feels like this person wants to like move forward. They're wanting to look forward towards the future, but the reality is they've already been caught in whatever deception that they've done. Okay, so for the World in reverse, you have the Three of Cups. So yeah, unfinished business about a situation regarding three or more people, you know, regarding potential third-party situations, regarding situations where there may have been a lot of drinking, going out, partying, potential, you know, messing around with multiple people under the guise of alcohol, you know, or under the under the influence of alcohol or drugs. I mean, those types of things as well. It's interesting, like somebody's holding on to that guilt. Show me the King of Swords here for Gemini. You have the Devil. Could be Capricorn energy, but the Devil denotes a toxic connection. So it may be the male here that's been very toxic in this situation. They may be, did I say it denotes a Gemini? It denotes a Capricorn, I'm sorry. You're the Gemini. Yeah, it denotes a Capricorn energy, but the thing about this, the Devil, the Five of Swords, the Seven of Swords, the Three of Cups, the Lovers in reverse, this all indicates to me that this situation, whether how well matched you thought this person was with you, there's something here that they didn't tell you, or they may have had multiple people. This may have just been who they are. It's almost like finding out a different side of somebody, you know. There's that aspect. And there's deception and not the best communication between the two of you. So it's like somebody separated from that. But again, here we are again with this being presented to be revised or looked at into deeper detail. Show me the Queen of... Okay. So, yeah, you have, for the Queen of Swords, you have the Four of Pentacles in reverse, as well as the Seven of Pentacles in reverse. This is basically, with the Seven of Cups at the bottom of the deck, this is basically an energy where you have given up on a situation, something that you were holding on to. The pain may have been the reason why you were holding on to it for so long, but it feels in a certain way, Gemini, that you've separated from this energy at some point, and now it's back again. Somebody wants to communicate. You might want to communicate. This person wants to communicate. Something's going on here where communication needs to happen, but there's a blockage here between the two people, and I think that the blockage is due to people not being honest, forthright, not being serious about a situation, not treating the other party as with respect or as if they deserve to have communication regarding this. It's almost like a very pig-headed energy. The Seven of Pentacles in reverse, with that Four of Pentacles in reverse, it tells me that something that you've held on to for a long time, you've done a lot of soul searching, you've done a lot of looking into your heart about something, Gemini, and now it's time to release it. This energy is effective as a release mechanism. It's letting go of something here. The Seven of Pentacles essentially upright. This card shows us basically where we are evaluating a situation. We're looking at everything that we put into something for a long period of time. Do I want to continue to give my energy to this, or do I want to release it and let go and move towards something completely different? You have options and potentials here, Gemini, okay? But you've already done this. You've moved and separated. If you haven't let this go, it feels like you will be letting this energy go for a final time. It doesn't feel like this is the first time. It feels like you've let this go and you're going to let this go again. That's what it feels like to me, Gemini. Show me the Strength card for Gemini. So yeah, see, you have the Eight of Cups. It's going to take you strength to move away from this situation, to trust that this was brought to you for the reason of healing, of growth, and understanding yourself and the new potentials that you can have. But it happens once you release yourself from this type of energy, from this person. Whoever this was somebody that did not exhibit a lot of consideration for you, for your needs, potentially for your health. Some of them may have been, doing it without the rubber, that type of energy. With the Eight of Cups here, I feel that there's a necessity for you to look at this in its entirety, to really soul search here, Gemini, and to be honest with yourself in regard to what's going to be best for you. Because here with these two cards, this Four of Pentacles and the Seven of Pentacles, both in reverse, we have an energy where we've considered things, where we're letting things go. That's why I think this is like a second round, or like, you've already parted ways to a degree, but now this is kind of like the finality here, and it's going to come up again. There's something coming up here for you, Gemini, that I think you should be aware of. If this story is resonating for you, it's likely that this person is either going to present themselves very soon, or they've already presented themselves. The Eight of Cups is basically where you're dealing with a situation where there's a lot of frustration, there's emotional discourse. You have 8 cups that you have put your energy into in regard to this. It's a fair amount of energy, whether that's a fair amount of love, that you've given this. It was not reciprocated, or it was just not what you put your energy out for. It didn't give you the return that you had hoped for. It was not in kind. And it's almost still here, looking at the situation for what it is, accepting that there's a fair amount of deception that comes with it, but it's still like letting it go but longing for it, letting it go but longing for it, letting it go but longing for it. That's what I'm feeling here for you, Gemini. So at the bottom of the deck for all of that, you have the Sun, Leo energy, Leo presented here as well. The Sun is about new understanding. It's about new potential, new movement forward. It's about happiness, aha moments, coming up with new directions in your life, things that make you fulfilled. It's bringing awareness to your soul, to your experience, and this is what this is for. So if you choose to allow somebody to speak to you, make sure that you are communicating effectively. Make sure that both of you aren't doing tit-for-tat bullshit, a little bickering, a little fighting, both of you being deceptive in your own immature ways. This is literally about being real with what you need in your life, because it's on your terms, and parting ways. Show me, look to your inner strength. You are stronger than you realize. Show me. Thank you. So you have the Princess of Pentacles here. The Princess of Pentacles, Princess of the Echoing Hills here. This is the Page of Pentacles. This is about new direction, new beginning. It's about studying things that will that you very much want to pursue. Sometimes that type of approach is better and easier to get out of this type of energy, because it's not that you're negating this, you're directing this energy towards something different. So it's like you're actually being proactive with the energy that has been collected here, so it can propel you towards something new. Okay. Please give me advice. Please give me advice for Gemini. Yeah, you have the Seven of Swords with this person here. And the Strength in reverse at the bottom of the deck. This person, it's coming out sideways. The Five of Swords came out sideways. And I like how it fell right there on the Lovers and the Seven of Swords. This person, whomever they are, this is the nature. It's almost as if like they're holding this behind themselves, promising you something else. But this person is in the moonlight. Everything is dark. What is presented here are the swords. This is the most obvious thing in this card. The swords, the moon, and somebody holding a sword behind their back. It's a card of deception. This is this person's energy. I don't think they're going to be letting that go. If you maintain the connection with them, you're going to be dealing with a lot of heartache, okay, with the Strength in reverse. This is basically it's giving into negative energy and losing your willpower. I did not see the Emperor in reverse fall out, but I am very interested that it's sitting on the Devil. This type of energy just corroborates with this energy. This is an energy where you are basically dealing with somebody who is deceptive. They do what they want when they want. They don't tell you what's necessary. They don't keep you informed. It's somebody that goes against you and does exactly what they want to get ahead, however they choose to get ahead. It's a sad energy to be in, and it's something that's very sad to be connected to, because you're never going to be able to trust that person. And the problem with it is, it's not a problem. The reality of it is, it highlights your value and self-worth that you carry in regard to your own self, okay? Anybody who would be willing to stay with somebody who's been that deceptive with them, who cannot be honest and communicative with them, you deserve that person if you choose to give them time and time again, chances time and time again. This is not about that, okay? This is about looking at what the situation has presented itself. I think that the evidence is clear enough here as far as whatever is transpired between you. It leaves a total energy of distrust and a lack of safety, and it's not something healthy to be connected to, okay? I want something else. Give me more. Give me more for Gemini. Okay, thank you. So you have the Eight of Pentacles coming out in reverse. You have the King of Wands coming out in reverse. Leo, fire sign energy. You have Aries here. Leo. You've got Capricorn here. Aquarius, Libra, Gemini. And then this one, the Magician. So yeah, it feels like whomever is here presenting this energy to you, they want to communicate. I don't know. It's almost as if like they want to communicate with you, but like move it towards something different. This is somebody who's not going to work with you, okay? You have I'm sorry, this is not the King of Wands. This is the Knight of Wands, and he's in reverse here. The Knight of Wands is somebody who is deceptive by nature. They fuck everything in sight. They have no intention of sticking around long enough. The Eight of Pentacles in reverse communicates an energy where you're not going to get something out of somebody. They're not going to put the work or effort into it. They're not going to work this out. There's no point in it. You know, what you're going to be receiving, if you do give this situation another chance, is you're going to be met with the Knight of Wands in reverse. This is horrible energy, Gemini, okay? Knight of Wands in reverse, the fucking Emperor in reverse, the Devil, the Five of Swords, you know, the Seven of Swords twice, and the Lovers in reverse. The King of Swords is somebody who's very cold. They're calculated. They can be very devoid of emotion. They can be just callous in certain ways. Oftentimes it denotes somebody who is a good thinker, a lawyer, sometimes a doctor. It can be somebody who is very fair, but there is an element of detachment. For this energy to be supported by so many, like all of the negative cards basically in the decks, you're dealing with somebody who is kind of worse than a player. They're like the granddaddy pimp of everybody, and they're terrible. You have the opportunity to move from this, but I think you have to address this in fullest honesty because this reading to me, it feels like you're entrenched. It feels like you're entrenched by the energy of this person. For some of you, this will literally be an abusive relationship. Okay, I don't know if this is a situation where somebody's physically abusive, but it feels like there's mental and emotional abuse and the potential for some sexual misconduct, especially on the other person's part. Very deceptive energy. So I think it's important for you to learn from this, get your aha moments, try and do things that feel better for yourself, but look at it for what it is, recognize where you've left this and now you're coming back, because it feels like there's a cycle that is not finished here and completed yet, Gemini. It feels like you're going to have to be doing this again. I feel in certain regards, some of you have said, I've done this already. I'm done. It's enough. I'm exhausted by it, whatever. But something here in the inner workings of this was not done. It's not completed. And it feels like the cycle is coming back into your life again to finalize and be done with. It's how you choose to do it and let it go. I say be careful about going back to this. Knight of Wands in reverse, the Devil, the Emperor in reverse, Seven of Swords, Five of Swords. Not a good, healthy energy. This is not somebody that cares about you. This is somebody that wants power. It's a power-hungry person. It's somebody who they play and toy with people because they feel like they can. That's a very high and mighty position to be in, to play with somebody's feelings and emotions. I don't know. And for some of you, this may not even resonate one bit. And I pray to God that that's the case, because this does not feel like this is an easy reading. This is somebody that is going to be facing a lot of frustration in a situation where you're dealing with somebody who's just kind of, they're just a very selfish player. So I don't know, Gemini, I hope this reading was helpful to you. Yeah, I'm going to let it go here. Feel free to like, share, and subscribe. And if you choose to donate, there's a link in the description box below. And I'll be back in a few weeks for the reading in February, the beginning of February 2020. I hope that this was helpful. All right, take care, you guys. Good luck with this. If this is your situation, good luck. Stay strong. You have a lot of potential for you, but it's just really looking at the reality of somebody and the depth of connection that you had with them. So take care. Don't be blinded by that depth of connection. It's a connection. All connections go. Take care. Bye-bye.